Hello Slapafish community, and welcome back to another World of Tanks console tank review. I seen that y'all liked the last one, and I guess I'm going to do another one. This time we're going to be doing the Tier 6 Polish medium tank, the 40 TP. So, right before we get started, this is the very first video of 2019, and I hope y'all enjoy it like the last tank review that I did. Let's jump right into this tank. Well, there's 3 guns on this tank. So there's a 75mm Tier 5 gun, a 75mm Tier 6 gun, and a 90mm Tier 7 gun. So there's 2 guns on this tank that are competitive. The Tier 6 75mm gun and the 90mm gun. So, what difference between the 2 guns are? Well, the 75mm has 135 damage on its AP and APCR rounds, and its high explosive has 175 damage. On the 90mm, they have 240 damage on their AP and APCR. It has 240 damage. On its high explosive damage, it has 320 damage, which is pretty good. Well, the rate of fire for these guns, on the 75mm gun, the rate of fire is 13.33 rounds per minute, which is pretty good. Totaling out for the reload time for the 75mm is 4.5 seconds. At base reload, and at base, before you do anything to the tank, it has a 1,800 damage per minute, which is actually pretty good for a Tier 6 tank. But on the 90mm side, the rate of fire is 7.06, and that would put the rate of reload time at 8.5 seconds, which puts the DPM of the 90mm of 1,694. The accuracy for the 75mm is 0.38, and the 90mm ain't falling far behind with 0.40 accuracy. The aim time for the 75mm is 2.1 seconds aim time, which is actually pretty good. And on the 90mm, the aim time is 2.7 seconds, so that's pretty good. Each gun carries 74 rounds for each gun, so no matter if you pick Tier 6 75mm or the 90mm. Each gun on the 40 TP has 8 degrees of gun depression and 15 of elevation. So 8 degrees of gun depression allows you to peek over ridges and use your turret armor, which I'm about to get to. Your turret armor at the front is 130, 60 at the side, and 40 at the back. The armor on the hull is 90 at the front, 35 at the side, which is the weakest on the entire tank, and 40 at the back. So your back is stronger than your side. You may be wondering about the speed of this tank. It goes 50 kilometers forward and 18 backwards, which actually seems pretty good for both sides, but it has a pretty weak engine. This engine has 450 horsepower, which ain't that good. You have a higher horsepower per ton on the smaller gun, which is the 75mm, at 11.31 horsepower per ton, and 11.2 on the 90mm. The engine has a 20% chance of catching on fire. The spotting of this tank ain't that good either. The spotting is 360 meters for view range. Also, the tank has 430 meters of signal range. Concealment is at 0.24 stationary and 0.18 on the move. But anyway, there will be timestamps on the screen right here and in the description that will show you the 75mm when the game of the 75mm gun starts and when the game of the 90mm starts. So if you want to watch that, there they are. So see ya, and I'll see y'all in the replays. Peace. Alright, this first game is for top tier on Salvage Yard. I think that's what the spell's called. And this is the 75mm gun play. The gun. This is what the 75mm cannon can do at top tier gun gameplay. So I'm going to left on Savage Yard because I'm thinking about sniping in the opening. And the only reason I'm knocking these down is because the guy behind me is knocking them down. So I was like, okay, I'm a road. It's fun too. As you can see, we are top tier, a lot of sixes on these teams. And you can see that this thing has not reached 50 kilometers yet. It's about 20, 25, something like that. You can see the horsepower per ton for this tank is really sluggish. It does not like climbing hills or nothing. Nothing. Look at all the dead Hestrits. There's an easy 8 right there, and there was a 5-4 on the left side. Not really much going on. Well, as I say that, the enemy team lose their artillery. That's a plus. Even though it was a tier 4. I'm thinking, let me go help this Cromwell out. He's fighting on 5-4. 5-4's at 209 hit points, and he was at 554. But as you can see, he's at 148 hit points. And he's kind of losing to this 5-4. And the 5-4 went down. I was like, okay, that was the only guy over here. Let me snipe out in the middle of this field. Let me try to snipe it out. Don't do this on Melnupka or Salvage Yard because you're going to get shot down. A lot of the times you're going to get blown up or stuff like that. And there's an absolution. So the absolution about that tank, do not shoot it in the side skirts, shoot it where the tracks are. Shoot it where the tracks are on the side. And on the front, if you're facing that tank, shoot it at the very lower hit points, if you did not know that. There's a T-14 right there. Dude, I mean, if you could keep putting hit after hit after hit after hit with this tank, with this gun, the damage is incredible. You can take out tanks really, really, really quick with this tank. There's that T-14, but I don't want to leave him alone. Try to get the CC-8. Damage the EC-8's field tank. T-14, hit him. Feel like I cracked him. There he goes. Can I put him shot in? Don't know where that shot went, so I'd leave him alone. M6 pushing. Hit his ammo. Fire again, track him. Fire again. Fire again. And hopefully we can get this kill. And nope. So, I managed to get him. KB85. This is actually a really nice tank. No matter what gun that you use. And there's a KV2 right there. And we are losing 6-11. I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to start getting some kills. And skill that says you 100 wide. That was invisible. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what's that roaring sound, it's a bear. I'm not really certain how I got the crew member for that. I just looked at my crew reserves and seen it. I think it's because I got the tier 8 premium Polish tank. So our team is losing from 7 to 12. I'm like, okay, I'm going to start doing some really good damage right now. KV85. But 3 missed my first 2 shots, and I finally killed him. Random gup out there, tearing down our OI, trying to put some shots into him. And he's gonna fire at us. Knew he would, and that shot finishes him off. So I'm starting to pick up a couple of kills right here, but is it gonna be enough? I don't know. I need that OI to stay up because of view range. This tank sucks at view range. This tank cannot spot for herself. See, I didn't get a spot. I got 215 spot assists. But guess what? That was track assist. And somebody just crawled onto our base. There's the Churchill 7, and our OI has went down. There comes a shot in, more shots in. So it's just me versus 6 tanks left, and every single one of them have greater view range than me. So what am I thinking? Like, okay, I want to see if I can make it back to our base. I'm trying to reset it and do stuff over there. But the KV2 knocks out our commander and gunner. So there goes my spotting, and there goes my tank. So that match was a defeat on Salvage Yard. We made 25,027 silver. We got 1,443 XP with fire for effect and a Brusher. We did 1,954 damage, 3 kills, 215 assists, and 16 penetrations and 1 detected. And we got top on damage on both teams. We got first in our team. So guys, that was the 75mm. The next game is the 90mm, and alright guys, we're back with the 90mm game. So we are bottom tier. And we are on A Proto Jr. We're bottom tier, and I'm losing a little bit of signal, but that's fine, we'll come back. So, what am I thinking? I'm bottom tier, I'm in a medium tank, and this light tank said he was going to run out there in the middle and spot everything up. I was like, okay, I'm going to go up here to E6 and try to snipe out some tanks. There's a knight coming straight over. You got a shot? Nope. This is over. And I look. Again, it's like, am I really bottom? I'm like, yeah, I lost. Artillery lands right beside me. T-29, and there's comes the T-44. I'm like, I'm dead. If this T-44 pushes over, I'm dead. So, I'm like, okay. There's nobody that's going to shoot us from the left side because their team has won the left side. They're over there and they haven't spotted. They ain't spotting nobody. I'm like, okay. Everybody's got to be on this side of the map. Except for that one. The tank's sure in the medium and the light tank. That T-44's pushing over, but he's not coming after me, which is completely surprising. He's going straight for that ARL-44. And the 90mm, I'm going to go ahead and track him so I can get track assist too. I'm also going to keep him tracked. I was debating, do I set him on fire or do I keep him tracked? And there's artillery splashing me already. And we kept him tracked, and we got a track assist for that. There's a Carbonar, a tier 8 heavy right there. And can we put a shot in it though? We can. We damaged his radio. Okay, what else do we do? There's a knight. Let's see if we can one-shot him. Can I get a shot? Nope. Can I get a shot on KV-85? And yes, it manages to go through, and he goes down. Alright. Carbonar and the A44, T-29, a tank, and 28 first. At this point in time, I'm trying to get damage. I need damage. More damage I do, more XP I get. At this point in time, the 75mm game actually put me out of this tank. I really don't need the XP for this team. And somehow the A44 managed, A43 manages to avoid our shell, which that was pretty good RNG from him. There's T71DA right there, trying to push shot into him, didn't really work. T29 shooting through the bush, but breaks his helmet in case it's spotted because the tanks are on the right. T29 can see us, we're targeted. I try to put another shot into him. It doesn't go through. So at the moment, we're losing 8-9. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to kill this carbon to win this game. And this 28 prototype he's gonna die. I'm like, I'm getting surrounded. Carbonar, the T28 prototype, artillery's shooting at me. The 29's coming in the first chain. The 40 TP's coming on my other side. Got a T71DA. Fortunately for me, the 28 prototype dies, and the 29 ricochets off the bottom lower voices plate of my tank. And that's the light tank right there shooting me. It is auto in. So I'm right here thinking, how am I gonna survive? I gotta start taking out tanks. Start taking them out. 28 prototype went down, and I was like, okay, 29 is my next target. But I can't take them out. I was like, okay, the only other guy I can shoot is this Borsig. Oh, never mind. Here goes the Borsig, but another Borsig. And I don't think I can get a shot on those two. I keep getting targeted. So I'm like, okay, is that the 29 or is that the light tank? There's the light there. 29 right there. 29 dies to the 28 prototype. And there's our artillery, and he hits us. Yeah, I'm thinking, it's like, okay, I want to get some revenge on him, and he did. Highest explosive would have one-shot him right there. I was like, oh, you know what? I want this kill. Alright, there's 3 tanks left. A heavy, a medium, and a light tank. The A43 still up, the Carbonar, and the T71DA. I was like, okay, let me take up this Carbonar, but the thing I'm really worried about is that T71DA. Oh wait, that's 40 TP. I'm like, okay, where am I gonna shoot him? Fire. He get a critical. We just lost our Borsig to the Carbonar. And here comes the 71, and we're dead. Alright guys, here's the end match result of that 90mm game. So in that game, it was actually a victory on Profile Winner Standard Battle. So we made 41,147 silver, 2,688 XP made. We did 2,167 damage, 879 assists, 10 penetrations, 150 block. So that was not the T29 that shot us. We killed 1 tank, we got a fire for effect, and a second mastery back. And a bottom tier gameplay with a tank that apparently sucks. We got top damage in a bottom tier matchup, so yeah. Makes sense. Not. This tank is not bad. If you know how to use this tank properly with both guns, you figure out which gun that you like the best. I personally like the 75mm better because I like the high DPM. But if you can figure out which gun that you like the best and use this tank to your advantage, you can do amazing things, like the last round and this round. In bottom tier gameplay, you can actually get the highest damage, like I just did. We won that one. So our greenies were actually pretty good. Our Absolution, the Ekermax, and the Slapafish 1C did almost nothing, but the Slapafish 1C actually went out there and spotted all the tanks, so he's the guy that actually made me go up to that position, because I wasn't going to go. I was debating it, and I was also debating going left. Either way, we did 2,167 for a tank that cannot penetrate anything, hit anything, and it sucks, or block anything, which is funny. And the tank sucks, apparently, which is funny. Both of these games have disproved that theory. Well, I guess people can have their opinions. This will be my last game. That was my last game, the 40 TP. I have not sold the tank yet. I may actually keep it, because I actually really like this tank. I had the tier 7 tank fully. I had just bought the tier. I ain't even bought the tier 7 yet. I researched it, but the crew that's in this tank will go in the tier 7. So once I get that thing fully upgraded, I will do a review on that tank too. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave a like. And if you want me to change anything in any of my videos, leave me a comment in the comment sections below. And I'll talk to you. And we'll work it out and stuff like that. And I'll thank all y'all for all your support. That was in 2018. And may 2019 be better for all of us. Alright, peace out. Oh yeah. Don't forget the Slapafish and don't forget the... Dang, I forgot my game song. Also, don't forget to Slapafish because why would you not? Why would you not Slapafish? But anyway, I'll see y'all on the battlefield and peace out. See ya.